money in, money out, and nothing to show. If you feel like you are hustling nonstop, but when the end of the month comes, you find yourself wondering what all the hard work is for, then this video is for you. So if you are new to the channel, I'm Julia Taylor, the CEO and founder of GeekPack. I started my own business as a web developer in 2019 to travel around the world. Since then, my business has shifted and grown into this incredible community of thousands of like-minded small business owners. Though I'm now settled in the beautiful mountains of Colorado, I remain passionate about equipping women with the skills to build businesses that thrive in our digital world. And today, I want to talk to you about Profit First. It is a simple strategy to take control of your business finances. So stick around to the end because I'm going to share some awesome free resources to help you put Profit First into action right away. Okay, Profit First. What is it? It is how you can protect your business from the start, even when the economy gets shaky, so you can pay yourself. Yay, pay yourself, build savings, and keep growing steadily. Now, before we dive in, I want to take a quick minute to thank Relay, who made this video possible. Relay is a banking solution I'm really excited about because they're literally built for Profit First. So more on Relay and how they help later, but also know that I only partner with tools I trust and use myself, and I believe will truly help you. So when you're in hustle mode, it is easy to fall into a money in, money out mindset. Cash comes in and whoosh, it goes right back out to expenses, bills, tools, and somehow there is nothing left for you. You find yourself scrambling at tax time, not paying yourself a salary, and of course, in the dreaded feast or famine cycle of income. Now, I've been there. It sucks. But luckily, very early on, I connected with a bookkeeper that operated with the Profit First method. And that has been a huge advantage for myself and my business over the years. Because the truth is, business is unpredictable. The economy has not been our friend lately. But even though Profit First doesn't magically fix that, it does make finances feel more under control, even during those difficult times. It basically flips the old script. So instead of sales minus expenses equals profit, maybe, hopefully, it is sales minus profit equals expenses. So in other words, you take your profit first before expenses, so you guarantee that you get paid. Profit isn't an afterthought or a nice surprise at year end. It becomes a habit every time you earn money. I started my business because I wanted financial freedom, and I'm guessing you have a similar goal. But the truth is, we can't achieve that without profit. This method basically forces your business to build an emergency fund and pay you a salary. It's like giving your business a shock absorber through tough times. And there are three big outcomes for Profit First. So first, you pay yourself every month, even if it's a modest amount at first, providing personal financial stability. Second, you build savings for taxes, so no more panic at tax season or guilt about not saving. And three, you maintain a leaner, healthier budget for expenses, ensuring you operate within your means and stop overspending. So now that we've settled on why Profit First is beneficial, let's focus on how you can make this work for your business. All right, step one, open dedicated accounts. Now you're going to want to set up separate accounts for specific purposes: income, profit, owner's pay, yay, taxes, and operating expenses. 5 accounts. Now it sounds a little extra, but please don't run away just yet. The clarity is magic. Think of them like labeled envelopes for your money. Old school budgeting, but in real checking accounts. And yes, this is where a banking platform like Relay comes in super handy. They let you create multiple accounts easily. I'll tell you more about that later, but I can tell you now there are no hidden fees and no minimum balances. Yay. Okay, step two, set your percentages. Next, decide what percentage of every dollar you earn goes into each of those accounts. So for example, you might allocate 5% of revenue to profit. You might allocate 50% to owner's pay. That's your paycheck. 15% to taxes, and 30% to expenses. Now, those are just sample numbers. You'll tailor them to your own personal situation. As Mike Michalowicz wisely said, profit is a habit, not an event. So you can start small for profit if margins are tight and increase it over time. The key is building the habit, even if it's only 1%. Okay, step 3, allocate money regularly. Finally, every time you get paid, or at least twice a month, allocate your income according to those percentages. Make it a CEO date with your money. Coffee, spreadsheets, maybe some T-Swift in the background, whoever gets you in the mood. It might feel weird at first, but consistency is key. Over time, you'll see a cushion grow in your profit account, and you'll wonder how you survived before setting all this up. Now, I've mentioned Relay a couple times, and now I want to dive a bit deeper on how you can leverage them to implement Profit First. Now, remember step 1, where I told you need 5 accounts? 5 accounts, really? Now, I know it sounds like a headache. Fair enough. It can be if you're trying to do it with a bank that charges fees or makes you jump through hoops. That's exactly why I love Relay. They're an online business banking platform built for small businesses. You can also set up auto transfers by percentage for each deposit. Don't you just love when the things can be automated? I'm such a big fan of automation. So if you bring in $1,000, Relay can automatically put, let's say, $50 into profit, $500 into owner's pay, and so on and so forth, making it super easy for you to stick to the plan. Now, I've recently moved both mine and my husband's business accounts to Relay, and I've got to say, it has been awesome. It turned what used to be a spreadsheet nightmare into a set it and forget it system, a huge stress reducer. Now, I know this concept can be a bit confusing in the beginning, so I want to give you a more concrete example. So let me introduce you to Jane. Jane is a small business owner who owns a design studio. Now, let's say Jane's design studio makes $5,000 this month. With her Profit First plan, $250 goes to profit, that's 5%, $2,500 to pay Jane, 50%. Yay, Jane! $750 is set aside for taxes, 15%. Now, future Jane is definitely going to thank her. And then $1,500 for expenses. That's 30% to cover bills. Jane knows not to touch the profit or tax accounts. Those stay put. After a quarter, Jane's profit account has $750 saved. She can choose to take half of that as a bonus, $375, and leave the rest as a cushion. She's literally paying herself to be a responsible business owner. Now, I don't know about you, but I'd love a $375 bonus just for managing my money well. Now, I know there are some specific situations that can make you feel a bit unsure if this method works for you, and you may be wondering, what if my income is super inconsistent? Now, that's okay. Profit First can still work even in flux. You might use percentages based on a low average month and adjust quarterly, or keep a drip account. Now, advanced tip, an extra account to even out variable income. Okay, what if you have debt? You can allocate a portion of profit to debt payoff. But remember, you still want to allocate something to profit to build the habit, even if it's just minimal. Now, to recap, Profit First is all about prioritizing you and your business profit first. Open those accounts, set your percentages, and watch how much more resilient and confident you feel about your business finances. So if you're feeling fired up and ready to give Profit First a try, check out Relay. I'll leave the link in the description below. And if you got value from this, hit that like button and let me know in the comments. So have you heard of Profit First, or are you going to try the system? I'd love to hear your plans. If you have any questions at all, drop them below. Thanks again for hanging out with me today, and here's to building your resilient, profitable business.